Here is our tier list for our Minecraft structures. This is including all of the dimensions and biomes and all that. We have all of it. So yeah, we have some villages, outposts, stuff like that, desert stuff. We have a lot of it. And here are our tiers. Going all the way from netherite to copper, I will be ranking all of these on the list. And some might be good, some might be bad. And you guys are probably going to disagree with a majority of them. So just let me know in the comments where you would put some of these structures. And make sure not to yell at me too loud, but yeah, we'll just go, yeah. So we have netherite, the copper, so we have iron, gold, amethyst, diamond, emerald, and netherite. Top to bottom, we're ranking these. Starting with treasure chest. So it says Minecraft generates structures, but this is physically not a structure. Like, I guess it's technically a structure because it has a chest. I don't know, but like, I don't know. But they put it in this tier list I use for this template, so whatever. All right. Treasure chests. They can have some good loot. They can have like diamonds, name tags, coal, maybe some wood. And here's the bad loot they can have. I don't know if bones are considered bad because they can, honestly, a few uses. They have a few uses. Like bones honestly aren't that bad, but like that's in there. They have Heart of the Ocean, which literally doesn't do anything, which literally sounds like a nether star type of thing, just for water, but I just don't like get it why it's in the game. But yeah, they're pretty good. They can have sticks, which I don't know if that's considered useful, but because you can literally just get them from trees, but like whatever. I don't know if this could be this. I know I'm probably thinking this is like definitely a treasure chest, but like what if it's a starter chest? Well, it says generated, not naturally generated, so maybe it's a starter chest, but I believe it's a treasure chest. We'll just go with that. So like even if this is a starter chest, I'm just saying it's a treasure chest. It's a treasure chest. All right, this is going an amethyst tier right in the middle because it can have bad loot and good loot, but it's also a little hard to find. But if you do get a treasure map and like this structure right here, the shipwrecks, yeah, you can find it. So yeah, they're pretty good. They can have some good loot, but also some bad loot. So we'll just keep it at amethyst tier right in the middle. Igloos. Igloos is an interesting one. Immediately when I think of igloos, I think of a bed, underground basement with an experiment. Try to turn the normal villager back to normal by experimenting with the zombie villager. You can also find a golden apple and also a weakness potion, I believe. Like, I know that's how you turn the zombie villager back to normal, but I don't know if it's actually in the room. It might be in the brewing stand or the chest. I don't know which one. But I know for a fact that the golden apple is in the chest. I know that. So they have two chests, which can sometimes have some pretty decent loot, like diamonds and like name tags, coal. It's pretty good. And maybe like iron nuggets, something like that. It's honestly some pretty good loot, but also they're kind of hard to find because you have to go in snow biomes, and snow biomes are a little hard to survive in because there's hardly any food. But it's a good way to stumble upon. It can kind of save your life a little bit, but they're also a little rare. And if you're a new gamer and don't even know where the trapdoor is, I think it's under a carpet. I might be wrong. It might just be in the open, but I don't know. So it's going to be a little high, just not that high. So I'll put it a diamond tier. All right, desert temples. These ones are actually very good. And if you're a new gamer, you're probably going to say, oh, this temple is empty. There's no loot. But no, there's the secret room. If you dig straight down in the middle of the temple, you will have 4 chests with also pressure plate that can activate TNT. It's one of the few structures that like have very interesting ways of guarding themselves, and that's a trap. Same with like the jungle temple. They have a trap that like has some redstone into it. But this redstone's just a little small. It's just one pressure plate that activates 9 TNT. But if you're a speedrunner and you're like in the desert and you're looking for something, it's very useful. Again, desert temples are a little hard to survive in, but like they're easier to stumble upon than biomes like snow biomes or mesa biomes. So they're easier, like, if you can, like, if you spawn somewhere, and then you just get loot from there, and then you just survive in the desert for a while, then it's pretty interesting and a good way to survive, and then you can just find the loot, and then go back to wherever you came from. And they have good loot, because they have 4 chests, and they can have, like, diamonds, enchanted golden apples even, emeralds, gold, but also some bad loot like rotten flesh. But like other than that, it's normally gonna have good loot, like just some good loot, because that it has 4 chests. Like, come on, if you're if you're a new gamer and accidentally stumble upon it, then you're gonna be like, oh, a pressure plate, what's this gonna do? And then you just die, or you just don't know about the pressure plate at all and dig straight in the middle, which would be a very logical thing to do if you're a new gamer. But if you're not, then this is very useful for mostly like speedrunners and stuff. It's just really good. Alright. It's going in copper, dude. And you guys are probably going to question it a little bit. Sure, it's a big structure and looks like it has a lot of stuff in it. But here's my major complaint. With all of this room inside the structure, they don't have one single chest. And you have to mine everything by like a tool. You need like a pickaxe to mine the gold, and it has to be an iron pickaxe, and you have to survive underwater without drowning while defeating a bunch of guardians with lasers and spiky things on their head. I think their head is their body, but whatever. Yeah, it's just so hard to survive in, because you need like a turtle shell or like a water breathing potion. And for those people who play on Java Edition, sure, you can just use a door and other air pockets to survive. But if you're a Bedrock player, it's going to be very hard to survive, because first you have mining fatigue, then you just have all these lasers coming at you, you're in a giant maze and you can get lost and just drown. It's just too hard to survive in, and it's not worth it for 8 blocks of gold and 4 sponges. What is this loot? Oh my god, I hate it so much. Okay, this thing's also going copper, and here's why. I don't even know why they considered it a structure, kind of like the treasure chest, but literally it's not a structure. Like, I mean, sure, I'll consider it a structure. I mean, it's on this template, and I guess they know more than I do. So yeah, you can get bone meal from this, and just bones literally to like tame dogs, grow your plants. And again, bones are pretty average loot, but there's just so many other ways to get bones. You can find them in most of the structures, from the chests and all that stuff. You can kill skeletons, you can kill fish, you can... I don't know if you can fish them. I think you might be able to, I don't know, but yeah. There's just so many other ways to get bones instead of mining this. So yeah, it's not that good. I might even put it above the Ocean Monument, because that's how much I hate it. You know what? I'll do it. I'm putting it there. They can appear in like every dimension. I don't know if the end, but yeah, I know they appear in the Nether and Overworld. Actually, do they appear in the Overworld? I'm pretty sure they do, like underground, right? I don't know. But I know for a fact they appear in the Nether. I know for a fact. Alright, is this like okay, this is a desert village. I don't know why they included these specific villages. Actually, there's a lot of villages. Are those all the village? Oh yeah, those are, okay. Yeah, so desert villages. Desert villages are not the best. From a village, you would expect more like, I don't know, if you're like surviving in a desert, this is a good structure to go to. You can't find wood, which is a little annoying, but there's like a well for some water. I mean, a fountain, because the well is an actual structure, which I'll be discussing later. And oh boy, will they hear an earful from me from adding this to the game. But I guess it is a cool way to add to the Minecraft world, but whatever. Yeah, so these things have like random buttons on the houses that you can see for this one, and it's more shaped like a castle. They have a few tall houses with like brewing stands, maybe, I think. And the interactive blocks, there aren't as many as in the other villages. And they do have an iron golem, which is nice. But other than that, this is going a high amethyst tier. I'm saying that now. Maybe even, actually, hold up, did I switch these? Oh yeah, I did. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Oh my. Okay. This is getting so messed up, actually. So, wait, okay. diamond was up here. Wait, what? Bro. Right. Whoa. Hey. Okay, what? What is happening, dude? Alright, sorry guys, because this does look a little weird. I'm still learning about this tier list thing. Alright. Is that better? Yeah. Okay, that's how it was. Yeah, so the desert temple or village, sorry, yeah. It's more of an interesting structure to say than a better one. And I'm putting it below Igloo because Igloo has like more chests and like it is assured to have a golden apple. And also you can trade with the villager, which is nice. So that's good. That's why it's going to be above our desert temple or village. Why do I keep saying temple? Probably because the temple is a good structure. All right. Now we have Mesa mine shafts. And it's actually a Mesa mine shaft because you have these other mine shafts. And I think they said, oh, well, these appear in all the other biomes besides, like, desert. So Mesa is the only other mine shaft. Yeah, Mesa mine shaft. Oh, boy. This one is found on the surface, so it's easier to find. But it has more gold than... Actually, I don't know about that. I don't know. Oh, my God. Can I go back to this, please? Okay. All right, there we go. All right. So it's not as good as the other. Actually, I don't know. Because here's the thing. Mesa biomes are probably my least favorite biome because they're so hard to survive in and have no animals at all. And also not the biggest amount of structures. So this thing, it's not the best thing. It's not the best structure, guys. It can also have mobs, which are like kind of can kill you a little bit. But it kind of like mine carts with chests, and that's nice. It can have some ores and stuff, some rails, some wood, and that's pretty good. So I'll put it top of amethyst. I hope you guys agree with that. Because like the Mesa biome is just so hard to survive in, and for that it's going down one tier from diamond. All right, desert wells are bottom of the barrel at copper because, like, it's just like a water source. And in deserts, oh my God, actually, I hate ocean monuments so much that I might put a desert well above it. That's right, a desert well. A lot of you guys are screaming at your microphone right now. But I mean, why? Why would you go thousands of blocks under the water to just die to spiked guardians with lasers coming from their eyes while also having mining fatigue, while also drowning underwater unless you have a water breathing potion or something like that? Also, if this is specifically a desert well. They can only appear in deserts unless you have some weird world seed or some glitch, whatever, where there are two biomes next to each other and the well appears at the very edge of the biome, which is freaking rare. Very freaking rare. But in the desert, it's actually a little useful. Like, by one tad, it's actually useful because you have water and, like, there's like zero water in the desert. Unless you find a river. But I hate ocean monuments so much that they're going below it. It's not because the desert well is better. It's because the ocean monument's worse. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm going with it. Dungeons. Alright, they can have music discs, bones, iron nuggets, god apples, diamonds, saddles. They have a lot of stuff. They have 2 chests and a mob spawner. If you put all the torches around the mob spawner, then it's going to stop spawning or you can just break it. They can spawn, I believe, skeletons or zombies, maybe spiders. I don't know for sure, but I think skeletons and zombies are definitely there. It's made of cobblestone. It's underground. They're not that rare. You can find them a lot, I guess. If you're like a miner or something, you can run into them a few times. The mobs aren't the hardest to deal with unless they're like skeletons and they have long range. It's kind of annoying, but the loot's pretty average. I'll put it right there. It's pretty good. It's not actually no, it's not that good, but like it's pretty all right. All right, end cities. They have crazy loot, but there's one problem. One, you're in the end, and you need some way to get through the portal by squeezing yourself down. And if you're in Bedrock, you can't just use trapdoors. You gotta use water or ender pearls. Honestly, that's not too hard, because in the end, you can get a lot of ender pearls by killing Enderman. But once again, Enderman are pretty hard to kill. Or you can just get ender pearls another way, by like trading with piglins or going through a warped forest, where you can hide under an exact 2-block tree. And you know what? That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. All right. The structure itself is crazy, and shulkers don't do like actual damage like at all, and they're very likely to drop shulker boxes, which are very good. The structure itself, it's a little hard to find. Like they're not always gonna appear on the end islands, but they're pretty common, I'd say. And they have crazy good loot. Although it is the end, and it can be a little dangerous because like maybe you run out of food. But once again, you do have the course fruits, unless you get unlucky and eat a course fruit and then just teleport off the edge. That can be a little unlucky. So you have to like get really prepared once you come here. You also apparently have to defeat the Ender Dragon. Actually, do you? I don't know. Or I think you can just bridge out. Yeah. Okay, I actually don't know, but whatever. That's off point. I'm just saying. This structure, oh yeah, also I didn't talk about the loot, but the loot is enchanted diamond tools, and that is just crazy. They can even have the Curse of Vanishing enchantment, which like makes it so that if you die, it's not there, but like that's not too bad. And besides, it all makes up for it with all the other loot it has. You can also get shulker boxes again, like I said, and honestly, the levitation can help you get to the top, or I guess. Yeah, it's a very good structure. I'll put it bottom of Emerald, right here, right there. All right, End City ships. These things are more rare than the End Cities. And they not only have shulkers, but also instead of the diamond loot, you have elytra. And it's the only way in the game to get elytra. For that, it has to be like, elytra's not the most useful thing. So it's a little hard. I could do top of diamond. I'll put top of diamond because again, it's hard to just survive in the end. And also, you have to come really prepared. It's more rare, so I'll put it top of top of diamond for that. Okay, Nether fortresses. These things are not that rare. I don't know what to say. They're not too rare. They're like somewhere like in between. You can get so much good loot from these structures, and they are big. But again, the mobs are normally what have the good loot, and the chests are pretty average. You can have like some saddles, even some diamonds, some gold, which honestly is not average loot, but only a very small amount of it, you know? So, also, it has different rooms too. It has like big hallways sometimes. It has the blaze spawner room. It has the lava pool room. Also another ward forest room. It's a good structure. It's not as rare as some of the other structures on this list. And for that, I might even put it above End Cities. You know what? We're doing it. We're putting it above End Cities. I don't know if it's above a desert temple though. Desert temples are really good. Ooh. I don't know what I think would be more rare, a desert temple or a nether fortress. I don't know which one would be more rare. Probably the nether fortress, right? Because you do also have to like go to the nether, which there are multiple ways to go to, but a little hard to accomplish, unless you're a very good pro. I'll just keep it right there for now. I might change it later, but it's going there. Jungle temples. It's basically the desert temple with a few minor things to it. So you apparently have to do a code to deactivate it, but most people are just gonna break that code and just smash through the levers to get the loot that's inside of it. There's also another chest that you have to get past by avoiding these cunning traps that shoot arrows once you step on a tripwire hook that will activate through a redstone circuit, activating a a dispenser arrow right into your head. and it's not going to do that much damage, and it's pretty easy to avoid. But it's a very dark room with no torches, and you're going to have to bring torches with you if you want to go. The upstairs basically is nothing, just the top of the temple. And other than that, it's pretty average structure. I'll put it top of Amethyst. It's going right there. It's not the best structure, I will say. It's not that rare. Jungle biomes are pretty average for the probability of finding it. So I'll put it there. Mine shafts. Oh boy. This puppy is going there. Also, apparently this doesn't have the newest structures in 1.20 and 1.19 with the warden structure or the structure that's like ancient, like underground mesa stuff, but I don't know. They don't have this. Whatever. Oh, mine shafts are good. They have a lot of ores, and they're not that rare. If you like dig down, they're pretty easy to find. You can like find them in ravines. It's pretty easy. Like not actually no, it's not that easy, but like they're not that rare. They do have mobs. Again, mobs are a little hard to kill, but if you come properly prepared, maybe if you just since like before you even see a mob, you can just like find a random hallway, get the iron, get a shield, and just fight them off. And then you get the loot from the mob. You get the loot from the mob. You get the loot from the chests, which you can get like glowberries, redstone, which is pretty good. Some coal, bones, which again is average loot. I don't know if you can find. Oh yeah, you can find enchanted golden apples, and there's also wood, stone, and you can also find lava, which is very common there, and that's good for like making a nether portal or just like a cobblestone generator, which honestly you don't really need unless you're doing skyblock. But whatever, if you're just some guy who wants to make machines, then sure, you can do it. This is for all gamers. It's for like people who are just doing a hardcore world, people who are doing speedruns. It's really, really, really good. So that's netherite. Pillager outposts. I'm in between gold and iron. These things are just weird. Like, you can find an iron golem in the cage, and for that I'll put it gold. Like, the pillagers are kind of hard to kill though. But if you can release the iron golem on them, you can have at least some support. And if you build it to the top of the tower, you can actually find the loot in a chest with like some carrots, maybe even Totem of Undying, which might put it up a notch to Amethyst. You know what? No, because it's still pretty hard to get there, and it requires it's also like a little rare to get a Totem of Undying. And I think, like, if you just find a woodland mansion, you can already, which are a little more rare, but still, you can also find them in raids. And this is, like, one of the ways to get a raid to your village. And once you get a raid to your village, you can kill that evoker for more Totems of Undying. But that's on the later waves, and in the later waves, you know there's going to be some harder illagers. This is the Pillager Outpost leads to so many things in the future Minecraft in your world. So it's really complicated to rate. Well, we can also rank it of how rare it is. So how rare are these things? They can even appear near villages. Honestly. I mean, pillagers. Let's think about it. They have crossbows. They have a lot of pierce, a lot of damage, which just makes it more harder to get into the structure. I'm keeping it at gold. I'll keep it there. They're also not that common, pretty average for how common they are. Villages, again, an S tier. I don't know if it's above the mineshaft, though. I'll keep it there for now. Because villages sometimes don't even have blacksmiths, which is annoying. But other times they can have like up to like 3 blacksmiths, which is amazing. They have like so much good loot. They can have iron golems. They can have diamonds in the blacksmiths. They can have lava. They can have furnaces. It's just such a good way to survive in a survival world, in a hardcore world, in a speed run, all this stuff. It's really good. Really good, really good. All right. Another village, Acacia Village. Isn't this basically the same thing? You know what? Yeah, Acacia Village is just going to go there. All villages are probably just somewhere up there. Like, actually, all just very, very good. Also, aren't these two houses from the same village? I think they are. I don't know. I'm getting really confused, but whatever. Yeah, it's going there. You guys are probably a little interested of my choice. And to be fair, these things can have good loot. But again, it's in the ocean, so you can drown before you can even get the loot, and it's a little harder. Also, why are there no nether portals? What the heck, bro? Was this an update where nether portals, ruined structure didn't exist? I don't know, it doesn't have the template, but whatever. Okay, so let's talk about this. Sure, you can get loot from it, but again, if you're on bedrock, you can't use a door to stop you from drowning. I might even swap this with the pillager outpost because it's a little good since the loot. It has 2 chests, nothing that special, and you can get, I guess, these things have a lot in common. I think I know what to do. I want to keep this a very even tier list. So I'll put the structure, the bone structure at iron. Just because it's white. That's the only reason. Also because when I think about it, sure, no one actually uses the bones. But I mean, come on, it's still like all right, I guess. So I'll put it there. And I'll keep these 2 at gold. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, strongholds. These things are good. The loot's pretty much like the Nether Fortress. It's a little below the Nether Fortress. Actually, it might be above, solo from the fact that there's the library and the portal room, which are 2 very good rooms. You know what? It's top of emerald. Top of emerald. Top of emerald. It's the only way to get to the end, unless, like, I don't know, somehow you just randomly happen to see that the end portal room has been cleared out by an amethyst geo, or just like randomly 12 endermen that somehow managed to just pick all those blocks up, and then maybe they just place it somehow all together in the same spot, which is like probably impossible. Like, it's possible, but it's also impossible at the same time, because there's no way endermen are that smart, but it's the only way to get to the end. And for that, it's going emerald. It's going emerald. It's going emerald. Top emerald. Woodland Mansion. You can find Vindicators and Evokers. And those are 2 very hard things to defeat. Vindicators do a lot of damage with their iron axe and also are pretty quick. They drop emeralds, which is nice. This is one of the more rare structures. One of the more rare ones. It's very good, though. It's so big that's a little hard to navigate. So I'll put it top of diamond, but you can get a lot of wood from it. Also, when they say, when they are saying village, I don't know if they mean 1 village house. Because if it was 1 village house, that'd be pretty low. But I just think that they're trying to say it's a village. I think that they're saying it's a whole village. That's what I'm going with. So yeah, woodland mansions are going here. They can have, the mobs will drop a good loot, but they're a little hard to kill. Evokers, again, one of the only ways to get totems of undying. You can also find them in like chests and stuff, and they have many different rooms. But again, it's hard to navigate and stuff, and that it's going top of diamond. And remember, guys, diamond is still very good. Still very good. Very good. All right, the villages, you can put them in any order you want. I don't really care. These 2 are basically the same, so I'll put it like that. There are 5 netherites, which was a little hard, which was very interesting that it came down to. I don't know. I'll put the mine shaft at the bottom, I guess, because you do have to kill mobs. I don't know. I don't know if it's better than villages or worse. I literally have no clue. I mean, you know what? Villages are more common. It's got to be at the bottom. And here is my structure tier list. We have apparently 1 in iron and 2 in gold, which is a little weird, and 2 in copper. But the rest of them have a pretty decent amount, from 4 to 5. This is my tier list, and I know you guys will throw multiple fits in the comments. Either if it's about the ocean monument being very low, or if it's about the desert temple really high, whichever one. You guys just leave it below, and please don't yell too hard. Just use normal letters with no caps. Also, yeah, this is my tier list. You have all the Minecraft tiers. This is how it is. This is how it is. And with that, I'll see you next time, guys. Peace